Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So first off, I wanted to say thank you to everyone that viewed and commented on my past video describing my first service experience at a Hyundai dealership. It was really enlightening getting all those comments and so many views. I know that a lot of people that viewed that video are not subscribers to my channel. So I do encourage you to subscribe. But my subscribers do know me as being a DIY guy and doing my own maintenance and doing part installations and reviews and stuff like that. So I do consider myself mechanically inclined, and I do like doing my own service. And so the reason why I did bring my 2022 Hyundai Elantra N into the dealership for the first oil change was simply because Hyundai offers or gives you 3 years and 36,000 miles of free maintenance when you purchase a Hyundai. So I figured, why would I turn that down? Let's bring it in and have the oil change done. So I don't need to have the oil change there. It was more of a, hey, this is being offered to me, so I'm gonna bring it. So now that I've given you a little bit of background on myself being a DIY guy and doing my own maintenance, I figured I'd jump into my impressions that I got from all of the various comments on that video. So there was basically two general comments that I received. The first type of comment was, I also own a Hyundai and I have experience, whether good or bad, at the dealership, or I have a relative that owns a Hyundai, or I have a friend that owns a Hyundai, and here's what they've experienced. The second type of comment I got was, you're an idiot, you bought a piece of crap car, Hyundai sucks, sell it as soon as you can, it's gonna blow up. So while that was mildly entertaining reading those comments, I'm gonna stick with the first general type of comment that I got, which was, I also own a Hyundai, here's what I experienced. And basically the conclusion that I came to from looking at all these comments is, essentially Hyundai makes a great car. And Hyundai's really come a long way back from those early Excels. But what kind of service experience you're gonna have depending on where you live in the world is really what it comes down to. I had a lot of people comment that live in Europe, or live in Australia, or live in Canada. And it seems to me that the vast majority of those Hyundai owners had pretty good service experiences, where the dealer and the service department was very knowledgeable, took care of them. If they had any kind of warranty issues, as far as the free service, they took care of them well. What it really boils down to is US customers. And why that is, I'm not 100% sure. You know, I have some suspicions. I don't know if it's the quality of workforce that's available in the US as far as the techs go, or if it's simply these dealerships, because they are independently owned, they're simply cutting corners. Again, in my personal experience, having had them tell me that they could put in various weight oils, even though the owner's manual calls for one specific oil viscosity, tells me that they're cutting corners, and that's essentially what I got out of the service manager. Is it's a cheaper oil that's readily available to them to put in. I'm interested to hear what you guys think. Why do you think that it's usually just a US dealership service department that's so bad compared to the rest of the world? So after reading all the comments and kind of combining it with my own ownership experience so far, essentially my perspective on Hyundai has not really changed much. I knew that Hyundai is making a much better quality car than they used to. And I do understand that there are some recall things that are going on with the Theta 2 engines of the past, and the DCT recall that affects certain VIN numbers of this car, as well as the Santa Cruz, and this, I believe the Sonata as well. My impressions as far as the quality of the car has not changed. What has changed is Hyundai as a global corporation. I don't feel like really I'm gonna have a great experience no matter where I live in the US. You know, some dealerships are gonna be better than others. But from the one dealership experience I did have, and then reaching out to another dealership, it sounds like they essentially follow kind of the same procedure, which is, if we have this particular oil viscosity on hand, we're probably gonna use that. I can't comment as far as part quality, I haven't experienced that myself. So for me, I can tell you, I will not be taking my car in for the 3-year, 36,000 mile free maintenance whatsoever anymore. I'll be doing my own maintenance. Another factor in why I'll be doing my own oil changes is because I don't feel the 8,000 mile period of time in between oil changes that they'll cover under the free maintenance schedule is reasonable for a performance car. It is sold and billed as a performance car, so I'm more in the 4,000 to 5,000 mile range. So that was what they would consider a severe schedule, and they would only cover every other oil change. So at that point, I might as well do it myself. I enjoy doing it myself, and it's not a big deal. My advice to anyone thinking about buying a Hyundai is, if you're not comfortable doing your own maintenance, or if you don't have a really good shop or mechanic that you trust to do that maintenance, I would not purchase a Hyundai. Just based off of my experience and the comments from my past video, it's the conclusion that I've come to. So far, it's been an absolutely fantastic car, but the dealer experience is just really, really disappointing. So thanks again for watching the video and making all the comments. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about this. Till the next one, peace.